Alright guys, epic fucking slayers here and welcome to this week's vendor reset Best Buy video, which includes finally an amazing weapon blueprint and also some great other gear. Before we get into the video, if you do enjoy this one, then please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and share with all your friends. With that said, I hope you do enjoy this one and let's get into the video. At this week's special equipment vendor, we got this Liberator, which is pretty nice. It's got Dominant, Deadly and Destructive. So if you're wanting a PvE one, then you might want to roll away Dominant for Ferocious or another PvE talent. But if you're wanting this in PvP, then you might want to put Responsive there, for example. I will just say that the base damage on that Liberator is a little bit on the low side, so you'd have to think about that one. And also another great pickup this week is this Predator's Mark holster, which has got very good main stats. 1270 firearms, 1249 stam, 1253 electronics, and it's got crit chance on it. So of course, you can either keep the crit chance and roll away one of the main stats to a higher roll, or of course roll away the crit chance for whatever you need. With that said, there's a lot of other gear here guys, so I definitely recommend you guys checking this out to see if there's anything you need for your current build. At this week's special blueprints vendor guys, I've got a little treat for you here. As you can see, the Navy MP5N blueprint is finally here. It's been a very long time since we've had a good SMG here, or even a good assault rifle, so very happy to see that. I will be picking it up once I have got the Phoenix credits. There's a converted USC here as well, which is actually a pretty good gun. I used it in my Fuck the Meta series. I'd recommend picking that up as well if you don't have one. And then of course there's your other sights here, and then we've got a few other little bits here. But really, what you're here for is this Navy MP5N, so you better get on this one guys. It will only be here for 1 week. At this week's Dark Zone gear vendor, we do have these tactical gloves. Now I thought I'd mention these. This is Savage. They've got electronics rolled onto them, LMG damage, skill haste, and enemy armor damage. Now if those major attributes are obviously good for you, if you're using an LMG in PvE for example, then of course you just roll away the main stat for whatever you need. So I would definitely say they're definitely worth looking at guys if you're in need of a pair of gloves like that. There's also this prototype performance mod which has 6% first aid ally heal. It's not self heal, but it is ally heal, so if you are running say a reclaimer set where you're trying to keep your team alive, or tacticians, then this may be worth picking up as well. At this week's East 42nd Street DZ checkpoint, we have this very nice heavy magazine spring. Now the reason I want to bring this one up is no one really mentions these, but this is very good on an MG5. Now the base magazine on an MG5 is 50 bullets, which is reasonable, but this obviously gives it 11.2% rate of fire. So that takes it from about 800 RPM to around sort of 890, which is almost getting up there with the MP7. It's got reload speed, which is also very good on an LMG, for example, and crit chance. So if you are wondering whether this would be good on an MG5, it is, and I would definitely recommend picking it up and trying it out for yourself, guys. At the Ward Safe House this week, I thought I'd mention this prototype performance mod with pulse critical hit chance, max roll of 2%. I'm actually looking to do a build with this, so I'll probably pick 4 of these up and see how they get on. But yeah, if you do need these, then they're definitely here, so you need to pick them up, guys. At the DZ6 safe room this week, at the special vendor, we've got this very nice Alpha Bridge chest piece. It's got an average stamina roll, but it's got max skill haste, very good health and ammo capacity. So if you are going to use this piece, then you'd probably roll away the main stat and just try and get a higher roll for whatever you need. I will say there's a couple of items this week at this vendor which is pretty good. This Centris Core has very good base firearms on it, so you may want to look into that one. And also these D3 F&C gloves look pretty tasty as well. And then also this Banshee Shadows holster, which has got good firearms, it's got good electronics, and it's got very low stamina. It's also got crit chance on it. If you want to keep crit chance, then you'd probably roll away the stamina just to a higher roll. Or if not, then you'd probably just roll the crit chance away for whatever you need. But yeah, pretty good pickups this week from this vendor, so I'd recommend looking into this. At this week's East 64th Street DZ checkpoint, we've got this very nice prototype firearms mod with very high firearms roll at 264, the max being 272, and also the max skill haste. This is an absolute must buy for this week if you're in need of a firearms mod with skill haste, so if you do, go pick it up guys. Finally, at this week's DZ9 checkpoint, we've got this final measure mask with very high stam. It's got health on kill and burn resistance. You probably just roll away the major attribute for whatever you need, and that's a very good mask there. And also we've got these final measure gloves with assault rifle damage, and crit chance rolling to firearms. So of course you'd roll out any of the major attributes that you require, but me personally, I'd probably keep all of those and roll the main stat firearms to whatever I need, either a higher firearms stamina or electronics, whatever you might need at the time. Definitely worth looking into, guys, if you're in need of any final measure gloves though. So there you go, guys. Hope you did enjoy this one. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share. That'll be much appreciated. And until next time, peace.